What are emotions really? And why is it so important that we manage our emotions well? Can emotions cause any emotional, mental, or physical problems? Let's discuss all this. So, emotions are very natural and normal part of our day-to-day life. Just imagine that you got an award from the office, probably the highest award that your office can give you, and you didn't feel anything. Or you are a great cricket fan, and after India winning the World Cup, nothing happened to you. So, how bland our life would be if we didn't feel anything. Emotions really give us the flavor in our different situations, different day to day events. Emotions are extremely necessary for us to lead a nice, happy, healthy life. But what happens to us is we normally express all the positive emotions, but we hesitate expressing the negative ones. We don't want to express our anger. We feel that it's not formally right to express our anger. Or if we don't want to cry in front of people because we feel people will judge us. They will feel that I'm weak if I cry. So we stop expressing emotions in most of our situations, and then eventually we stop acknowledging them. So what happens to these emotions which we don't express? Do they just disappear? No, they don't. You know that there is a part of our mind which is called as subconscious mind. Whenever we don't express any emotions, they are automatically dumped into this subconscious mind. Now, subconscious mind is a container. It's a huge container which keeps on storing everything that you dump into it. But what happens if you keep dumping your emotions for weeks, months, years? Then this container will get full. And whenever this container is full, it will start spilling out the emotions, meaning you will have frequent breakdowns. So, the good indication that you have been bottling up your emotions is when you start getting irritated very quickly. At trivial reasons, you start having burst outs, you break down, you start crying, you can't control your emotions, and you feel all messed up. So, this is a good indication that you have been probably bottling up all your emotions. Now, one more important factor we need to consider here. There are a lot of automatic functions that our body is continuously doing. For example, maintaining of our heart rate, maintaining of our blood pressure, maintaining the body temperature, body metabolisms, the disease fighting power or immunity in the body. These are all automatic functions in the body. The subconscious mind is in charge of all these automatic functions. Imagine subconscious mind controlling all these important things in the body, and you are dumping all your negative emotions in this most important compartment. Obviously, these negative emotions will now start interfering with your normal day-to-day body functions. So initially you will feel that when I get angry, I get headache, or when I'm too upset and overthinking, I can't sleep. You know, a lot of people who get loose motions or diarrhea when they have to do an important presentation or catch a flight. You know, small children have stomach aches when they are afraid to go to school. So emotions have a direct impact on bodily functions. But if you ignore your emotions even then, they will start affecting your body on a long-term basis. They can even start chronic diseases. You can start having acidity, migraines, blood pressure, even serious diseases like heart problems and cancer come from bottling up emotions for years together, and it's scientifically proved. So it's very important that we become aware of our emotions, we acknowledge our emotions and express them well to maintain our emotional and physical well-being. Now there are many people who don't realize that they are sad or angry or upset. They just tell me that, doctor, I am feeling uneasy, or at the most they say that I am feeling upset. But it's very important that we name our emotions. I am feeling lonely. I am feeling extremely angry because someone said something to me. So the moment we acknowledge our emotions, the moment we name them, it's easier to understand them, express them, and it is easier to manage them. So, why then sometimes we don't want to acknowledge our emotions? What are the good ways of expressing emotions and how to do that? Let's discuss that in our next video.